Hello, I'm going to show you guys how to make your classroom door. This is where you're going to post the link to your Adobe Classroom into your PowerSchool classroom. So your students won't have Adobe accounts to get into your live classroom when they meet with you each week. They will enter your classroom as guests and they input their names and all that whenever they come into your classroom. They have no control over anything unless you give it to them that way. But how do they get to the Adobe Classroom through the PowerSchool Classroom? Well, we have to give them the link, but we're not going to give them the link in like an email. We're going to post it to our PowerSchool page. So as you can see, I have my Adobe account open here, and I also have my tab open for my English 1 class in PowerSchool in Haiku. All right, so Adobe and PowerSchool open at the same time. It's just going to make it a little easier. You're going to find your classroom. You can either find it through here, and I can copy this link right here, or I can go to Meetings, find my classroom there, and copy the link from here. Either one is going to be just fine. So I'm going to select it and copy. Now I've got my link copied. Now, you're going to need to create, this is my welcome page for English 1, create a block where you have like a button that says click here, or you can even attach it to an image or something like that. I just made a simple little blurb right here that tells my students, all right, please don't come in more than 10 minutes before class time, and don't give me silly names, give me your first name and your state abbreviation only. That's not required of you. You can have them log in however you want. It just keeps the silliness to a minimum whenever you give them those guidelines. So this is how I'm going to attach the link to my Adobe Classroom in here. So I've already got this created. I'm going to manage the block with a little gear right here so I can edit it. I'm sure you all knew how to do that. That's one of the basics for this. And notice that I've made this text different size, different color. I've made it a different color background, making it look a little more like a button. I recommend that because if I attach something to a regular text like right here, it's not going to show up unless they toggle over it, unless they hover their mouse over the word. So you want to make it look like you actually have a button going on there. So I've got it selected. I'm going to add a hyperlink, which is this little bar with the parentheses around it. Just click on that. It says, all right, you want to input a link. I say, yes, I do. You want it to be a website. Nothing else is needed right there. You click on it, and I'm going to paste it right in there. Notice that that's the same thing. It's a long link, of course, but it's the same link that I just copied from my Adobe account. But students don't have to click on the whole big old long thing. They'll just see it as click here. And if I click off of that, you'll see now that it's underlined, showing that it has a hyperlink attached to it. Make sure to save. Save, save, save. That's the name of the game with working with computers. And now, when I toggle over the little button that I've created, they'll see, oh, I can click on this. And when I click on it, it'll show me as getting in as the teacher. But this will be how the students get into your classroom, but they don't have to go dig through their emails to find a link. They just have to get into their PowerSchool account, and school account's right there. If you have any questions about this, please don't hesitate to ask me. You will need to put a button onto each of your classroom pages. So there's my English 1. I've got another English class right here. I'm going to put the link there. So that's how you open your classroom door for your students.